Hey, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Hong Kong protests. Japan's being hit with some crazy weather. I never heard anything. It's a series of just what feels like bad luck. Also, Yupp, the Mukbang YouTuber, has finally uploaded again since the controversy where she may or may not have been kidnapped. All that and more as the Rep reports. Whoops. I'm sure you've heard about the protests in Hong Kong and the Hearthstone player that was treated unfairly when he stood up for what he believed in by the gaming company known as Blizzard. But what are the protests about? Let's look into that. I'm new to this topic and might get some things wrong as far as political correctness. Feel free to educate me in the comments below if this is the case. I'm hoping I do it justice. I did feel it important to raise some awareness about this topic. I really feel for the things that are going on over there and hope that everything gets sorted out. There's a divide going on in Hong Kong right now where a lot of people, mostly younger people, feel like they cannot trust their government. This stems from a policy called One Country, Two Systems. And basically it means Hong Kong is its own thing aside from mainland China. Relations have become so stressed in Hong Kong that people call themselves Hong Kongers, and they sort of set themselves apart from people from mainland China, and generally the two groups just do not get along. It's become so divisive that Hong Kongers look at mainland China people as different, and this has caused the two to become aggressive in the streets. Now, Hong Kongers are very passionate in wanting liberty and just generally Western style liberal democracy, but the current policy puts limitations upon this happening, and this very fact has caused major distrust between Hong Kongers and their government. In April, an extradition bill was introduced, and it meant that if you caught criminal charges in Hong Kong, you could be extradited to mainland China. And of course, this is something that the Hong Kongers didn't want to happen because they felt like just because the aggression between the two groups, it would cause for unfair trials and generally just violent treatment in the jails. And I could completely understand why they would feel this way. They also feared it would give China a greater influence over Hong Kong, as China is currently governed under the political system of communism, which basically means they want to create equality by getting rid of private land ownership, which doesn't sound very good either, because I wouldn't want anybody telling me what to do either. Hundreds of thousands of people took to the streets to protest, and these protests escalated and have become increasingly more violent and aggressive. But even though the bill was withdrawn in September, the protests are still ongoing. Now, my belief behind this is because the bill was just an underlying issue. The protesters want a few things, and they've been changing over the weeks. Withdrawal of riot description used about the protests, amnesty for all arrested protesters, and independent inquiry into alleged police brutality, universal suffrage of elections to the Chief Executive and Legislative Council, Hong Kong's parliament. Currently, China has condemned the protests as behavior close to terrorism. Now, this is obviously signs that things are going to get worse before they get better, but it's going to give you a better understanding of why video game company Blizzard, the actions of them, why they seemed so shady. If you're unfamiliar, Blizzard Entertainment Inc. is an American video game developer and publisher based in Irvine, California, and is a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard. Now, one thing to note is they have strong ties to China, and that's a big influence probably on the decision, as you'll see. You can see some of the major games they've created is World of Warcraft, Overwatch, and Hearthstone. We're going to focus here on Hearthstone, as one of their professional players was at the center of all this controversy. You see, one of the Hearthstone's professional players, known as blitzchung, was banned from the Grandmasters tournament because they expressed support for the Hong Kong protesters.
你就讲完那8个字，然后打波我们就结束，我们就什么也都不要聊了。然后你随时可以开始，头先低下来。
光复香港，时代革命。
The severity of the punishment showed that blitzchung wasn't suspended for not following the rules, but more because of Blizzard's relationships with Chinese markets, corporations, and political agendas. It's not ethically right, and Blizzard went full damage control, releasing a statement. So basically, in Blizzard's American statement, they said that blitzchung broke some rules. The rule was that if it offends a portion or group of public. They said that blitzchung is removed from the Grandmasters and will receive no prizing for Grandmaster Season 2. Additionally, blitzchung is ineligible to participate in Hearthstone esports for 12 months. This was changed to 6 months most recently, but I do want to show you how the American version statement differs from the one released in China. On China's social media, they said, "We are very angered and disappointed at what happened at the event and do not condone it in any way. We also highly object the spreading of personal political beliefs in this manner. Effective immediately, we've banned the contestant from events and terminated work with the broadcasters. We will always respect and defend the pride of our country." Clearly, this is absolutely 100% contradicting from the American social media post, and this really comes off as making Blizzard look dishonest. They've been boycotted in 10 different ways from Sunday, and this is what we call lying to save face. But I want to know what you guys think about this, so let me know. Also, in the news. Currently, right now, Japan is having some very, very crazy issues. All forces of nature. There's a humongous typhoon. I can't pronounce what that word is, but I do want to show you what they're facing. Now, this typhoon is absolutely huge, some saying one of the biggest of the century. To make things worse, there was reportedly a 5.7 earthquake that just rocked Japan while the typhoon was hitting them. I made a tweet saying, let's send them some Rep Squad vibes of positivity, and I want to say that in the video too. Let's send everybody in Japan nothing but positive vibes. One of my Rep Squad members said, "Thanks, Rep. It's been a crazy day. Tornadoes in Chiba, magnitude 4 earthquake, and even a volcano eruption, and that all happened today." She said, luckily she's in a safe spot. They've had a typhoon, an earthquake, and a volcanic eruption. It's crazy. The last thing I want to report on is Kate Yupp, the Mukbang YouTuber that was, there was speculation that she was kidnapped and she was held against her will. I did a whole video on that. It's very insightful. I'm going to put it in the description below so you guys can check that out. She finally uploaded again. In this video, she's got like a whole octopus, which is insane. She eats massive amounts of food. And in the description, she says, "I love you all, even you haters. No worries, don't forget you." And I want to bring your attention to some of the comments here. Many people still calling for a face reveal. Now, one of the things I uncovered on this topic in my last video on this is it was revealed that there was a cup with a logo. I tracked down the logo, and the logo went to an escape room. Escape room was this like thing where groups of people go and they have fun. They try to there's different scenarios that where you try to figure out puzzles to get out faster time than another person, and you do it in groups. I did check this out, and one of the scenarios is being kidnapped. That's not a joke. So it just makes me wonder, 2 and 2 together here, and paired with some other information that I found out about this topic, you might want to check that video out. Other than that, that's really all I have. There's not a lot to update on. Trisha Paytas is still transgender apparently, but if there's anything that you guys want to see me cover this coming week, go ahead and let me know. I might do Sub Sunday tomorrow, which is you just suggest something and I'll just cover it at random. So give me some suggestions in the comment section below. Other than that, and as interesting as this is, there's always something more interests me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think, so go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. Well, I didn't get my hair touched up. So it's very, very ugly right now, and I do absolutely apologize for that, but I didn't want to wear a hat because I said I wasn't going to wear a hat in the next video. But after this video, I'm going to go straight to get this fixed because my hair looks so not cool right now. But I guess that's it. I've been focusing on different types of content, so look forward to that. And Maybe I'm gonna do a live stream after this. I don't know. Maybe I will. I just don't know. But don't forget to get your Rep Squad. Oh, the Rep Reports mug. You can get your Rep Squad mugs too. I'm actually gonna go with probably a different design for the Rep Reports mug. I think I like this design, but it's very news-esque, but I don't know. I'm just doing my thing out here in the universe, and anybody that's listening can join along. But I know that you're repping. If you're not repping, you're Greg. And how to do that, all you gotta do is subscribe, notification, turn on, be in the comment section after every single video, because I'm gonna be there. Greg the Cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Rep Squad community as well. And I expect you to see there too, because this channel loves you. Greg, what are you doing, man?